Good afternoon, folks. We've got another Clean Water Systems instructional video for you today. We're going to go ahead and show you how to change out your filter media with systems using the 5900 BT control valve. This is the SIG3 model, the latest model. And this will apply to neutralizer systems, sediment systems, carbon, pro-ox, iron type systems. So this will apply to any of these type systems. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and put the system into bypass mode. Basically, you have your water coming through, going into the valve, out of the valve, and the filter media, and into the house. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put our bypass valve in the bypass mode. And basically what that does is ends up having your blue handled filters facing each other. So the water basically is going to come in here, through here, and back out, and it'll isolate your filter media tank. So now that we have the system in bypass mode, we need to go ahead and relieve the pressure in the tank prior to removing the control valve. So we can do this two ways. We can do it manually, or we can use the Bluetooth app. Let me show you both ways. To use it manually, basically you're just going to press and hold the set change button, release, press it one more time, and you see it'll say 1, that's days left for regeneration. Now that you have that, go ahead and hit the set change again, and this will go into sequence 1, which is your backwash. This will relieve the pressure, the water pressure. You'll see the water pressure come out in through your drain line, and then the tank will be drained. At this point in time, what you'll want to do in the manual mode is you'll want to go ahead and unplug the power and also remove your spare battery, because you don't want the system going back into the service mode while you're doing your repairs. So the other way to do it is you can go ahead and click on the water, download the system app, and basically this will hook up to the Bluetooth, and it's scanning for the device now. Okay, and it has come up the backwashing filter, so go ahead and click on this. That'll bring up your dashboard, and basically then you can go ahead and press on the go to next regeneration step. I'm not going to do that now because we're already in the correct sequence, but anyway, you can use the legacy app for this, or do it in the manual app. Okay, so I'm in the backwash. I vented my pressure. We're going to go ahead and unplug the unit. And then we're going to go ahead and remove our backup battery. We're going to start by removing the drain line. This is basically, you have a hose clamp here, you can remove it from that, or you can remove this, pull this little blue pin here, and this will pop your drain line out. Again, when you're doing this and you're disconnecting the bypass valve, you may want to have a little bucket by. You're going to get a little water drain out of this. So now that you have your drain line removed, the nice thing about these bypass valves is you can go ahead and remove your media tank away from the bypass valve. And basically you do that at your inlet and outlet, and you're just going to go ahead and unthread these. And these guys just pop out like this. And as you can see, there's little O-rings right here that do the sealing, and they seal up inside the valve here. So now you have water coming in through your bypass and out. Your house system is still all, you have water to your house, but you can go ahead and service your valve now. We're going to go ahead and proceed with removing the control valve from the tank. Again, these valves should never be tightened with a wrench, strap wrench of any kind. They are plastic, the housing, the tank. So it should be just hand tight. You should be able to just give it a good and then unthread it. And do your best to keep that D-tube down in there. And then what you're going to want to do is get as much water out of this as possible. Again, your media fills approximately 2/3 of the tank, so you've got this water plus the water that's in your media. Here in the shop we've got these little siphon pumps, but you can buy these at auto parts store. Go ahead and stick your tube down your D-tube all the way to the bottom of it, and go ahead and get a siphon started and siphon as much water as you can out of the tank. It'll not only lighten the weight of the tank, you know, it's easier for you to handle it when you put it out on the tarp to get rid of your media. You can also at this point remove your D-tube if you can. If it's too tight in there, you can wait until you dump it over on the tarp, but it's best if you can remove it now to go ahead and do so.